Hi guys, welcome back. Marrok, a mystery Inquisitor who survived the Empire's demise, was presented by Ahsoka. But who exactly is Marrok? Here are the 4 most popular theories. Episodes 1 and 2 of Ahsoka introduced viewers to a mysterious new Inquisitor named Marrok, whose actual identity is still unknown. Darth Vader's finest Jedi-hunters were the Inquisitors, former Jedi who had gone to the dark side and dedicated their lives to eradicating the final remnants of the order to which they had previously belonged. It was widely assumed that the Inquisitors were exterminated long before the first Star Wars film, yet it appears that one final Inquisitor outlived the Empire. Marrok is thought to be an Order 66 survivor who became a mercenary when the Empire fell, which explains how they've lived all these years. Marrok is evidently extremely competent and powerful, giving Ahsoka Tano a challenging encounter despite her prior victories over other Inquisitors. However, Marrok remains completely silent throughout Ahsoka episodes 1 and 2, leading many to assume that their actual identity is still hidden. Here are 5 speculations regarding who Marrok could be. Marrok could be a Barriss opponent. Barriss Offee is a character in Star Wars. Paul Diddy Darnell, a stuntman with extensive expertise in the Star Wars franchise, plays Marrok. Darnell is male, but other theories contend that Marrok is female, especially that they are the Miriellan Jedi Knight Barriss Offee. Barriss was Ahsoka Tano's close friend, but she began to doubt the Jedi Council and eventually turned to the dark side during the Clone Wars. She carried out a terrorist assault on the Jedi Temple itself, blaming Ahsoka herself. Despite the fact that Barriss was eventually revealed and jailed, Ahsoka left the Jedi because the Council was prepared to blame her. Ahsoka is obviously wrapping up several important narrative lines from the Star Wars animated series, with Dave Filoni even bringing back some unexpected characters and hilarious Star Wars Easter eggs. The destiny of Barriss Offee is the most fascinating mystery. Filoni has publicly confessed that he purposefully chose not to have the character hanged as a traitor to the Republic because he had other long-term intentions for her. It's easy to envision Barriss being recruited by the Inquisitors, especially since there have been rumors that the Sith purposefully urged her to turn to the dark side by enabling her to sense his presence. If Barriss is Ahsoka's enigmatic Inquisitor, the show is building up a dramatic grudge war. Ezra Bridger might be Marrok. Star Wars Rebels Ezra Bridger and Ahsoka Tano. According to one stunning Star Wars rumor, Marrok is the missing Jedi, Ezra Bridger. Ezra, the most beloved hero of Star Wars Rebels, was a Jedi Padawan who was frequently tempted by the dark side of the Force. At the end of Star Wars Rebels, Ezra sacrificed himself by manipulating a flock of Purrgil, Star Wars space whales, into dragging Grand Admiral Thrawn's flagship out into hyperspace. Thrawn and Ezra parted ways in the galaxy's unknown regions, according to one idea, but not before Thrawn successfully forced Ezra to embrace a completely different ideology. This idea falls apart if Thrawn's flagship was just carried off to another galaxy, which appears to be the case. However, in Ahsoka episodes 1 and 2, Thrawn was frequently alluded to as having been banished or exiled from the primary Star Wars galaxy, as if by Palpatine's desire rather than by some cosmic fluke. It's very plausible that Thrawn escaped in this galaxy but was instead taken to Peridea, maybe as part of his quest to comprehend the evil side of the Force. If that's the case, he could have left a wounded Ezra behind. Marrok could be Darth Vader's secret apprentice, Starkiller. Darth Vader's hidden apprentice Starkiller from the Ahsoka series. Another idea is that Marrok is the canon version of Starkiller, Darth Vader's hidden apprentice. Galen Marrok, first shown in Star Wars, The Force Unleashed, was the son of an Order 66 survivor who was raised as Darth Vader's secret apprentice. Starkiller was a Force prodigy who finally realized he was nothing more than a pawn in the designs of Darth Vader and the Emperor himself. Dave Filoni has long wanted to put Starkiller back into the canon, making him one of the Inquisitors. However, there is one flaw in the theory that Ahsoka's Inquisitor is actually a Starkiller. While aficionados of the original Star Wars expanded universe would be delighted, the great majority of viewers would be unaffected emotionally. Galen Marrok would have no emotional connection to Ahsoka Tano or any of the other characters in Ahsoka. Therefore, the reveal of Marrok's actual identity would come as no surprise. It would be the worst type of surprise, one that is important only in terms of lore but not characters. Marrok might be related to the Knights of Ren. Knights of Ren, Star Wars 7 Trailer Number 3. Knights of Ren. One last hypothesis is that Marrok is a Knight of Ren. The Knights of Ren were a Force cult that served the dark side, which they named the Shadow, and were introduced in the Star Wars sequel trilogy and expanded out through different tie-ins. The Knights of Ren are known to have served Palpatine. They joined the Empire soon before Return of the Jedi, and it's plausible that one of them became an Inquisitor. This would be a wise approach, with Marrok acting as a link between the events of The Mandalorian and the sequels. It's already evident that Lucasfilm intends to connect the connections in some way. The Imperial Shadow Council presented in The Mandalorian Season 3 will mature into the First Order, and this would be another critical step. However, this idea has a similar difficulty to the Starkiller theory in that it has meaning in terms of canon but not in terms of characterization. As a result, it should be seen as far more unlikely. Thanks for watching.